What up, man? Yo, hello. Can you hear me? Hey, Dylan. Can you hear me? Yo, Dylan. I'm having a hard time hearing you, brother. Having a hard time hearing you. I want to go downtown to a couple of acres. And a acre. Know the true meaning of time. My exes hate me, my friends all miss me. I wanna drown in Raga whiskey. So I'm leaving you behind. Uh, hello? Are you talking, Dylan, or am I tripping? I might be tripping, man. We might be tripping over here.
Hey,
There he is.
sorry, I had push the talk on.
Ah, see, someone's been dabbling in some Discord.
Yeah, man, gotta
She,
get them raids in World of
jeez.
Warcraft.
I've never played World of Warcraft.
Well, if you want to ruin your life,
You want to ruin your life? Now that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. How have you been, man? You stood me up last week, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, just it's I needed a rest. Just carrying the stream all the time,
I mean, when you're that big of a deal, I mean, it's kind of hard, right? Not to, time to take vacation every now and then. well,
Yeah,
well
I mean, just tough life.
what's in the glass
Hard work
today?
being this damn good.
What is
What?
hard working's been good?
Hard work being this damn good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm surprised WWE's like come knocking on your door, man. I'm gonna be honest. Wanting
I
to
mean, I like to think they have. You know,
hold on. Sorry, Vinny's
can't say
calling
for
me.
sure that they have, but I like to think that they have.
Vinny's calling me. Give me 1 second. Mr. McMahon to you, but I call him Vinny. Give me 1 minute. Yo, Vin Dog, what up, man? Sorry, hold on. Vinny, let me call you back, man. I'm doing this little podcast thing. Let me holler at you, brother. All
Tell them
right,
to allow us to play videos if you're in good with them so well.
Vinny. Yeah, excuse that, man. Sorry. Just someone that thinks wrestling is fake. You know me, Vin. I know wrestling's predetermined, but we're trying to teach this guy. But I'll call you back. Dylan, my bad, man. You know how it goes. Vin dog calls and just what that is, man.
Yeah, I suppose. He doesn't really have to micromanage me, so it's understandable that he has to keep you in line.
Exactly, man. Exactly. No, I'm just kidding, dude. You been all right though?
Oh, really? That actually wasn't Vince McMahon?
Oh, you mother. Uh, but so what's been up, man? Everything good? I finally watched the Pipe Dream or the Pipe Bomb, and so here's my takeaway from it. I'm surprised CM Punk is allowed to come back and walk the stage of WWE for calling out Vince McMahon like that, basically saying the only way to make it in wrestling back then was if you kissed Vince McMahon's ass, right? And he was referring to like John Cena, and all the other big popular people. Uh,
He was talking to a lot of people. I think he actually likes John Cena, to be honest.
he was just calling out Vince McMahon, right? Like change how the way
Yeah,
wrestling is. Okay,
Triple H.
okay, okay.
So
Oh,
after he left the WWE, he actually went on to just shit talk them like all over the place. Um, he even brought I believe it was like their like lead medical doctor for like backstage in the locker room. I think he brought him to court to try and sue him for like malpractice or something like that.
really?
So yeah, I mean it goes beyond all the stuff he did on camera. He actually like legitimately hated WWE for a long time, which is why it was so surprising when he came back.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, well that makes more sense why you were like shocked when he came back. But yeah, man, it's he had some big cojones doing what he did, and then calling out saying where he wanted to go. The World Japan Wrestling. He talked about joining them, and who was the other? Or
Ring of
NSA.
Honor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and back then it's a it's a little bit more relaxed now. Every once in a while they'll mention other promotions, but back then that was like very taboo.
That's what I
Just put-
heard. It's
yeah.
like saying Voldemort, right?
Yep.
Jeez, I can't. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I can't believe they're letting him come back. Like you said, that's why it's a shock, huh?
I mean, they're gonna make a lot of money, so
You think he'll be at the WrestleMania in Philly?
oh yeah, there's no way he's not. The only way he's not is if he gets like injured or something like that.
Or if he pulls another stunt like the pipe bomb?
Uh,
uh,
I think he's getting a big enough paycheck that he's gonna put his ego aside
yeah,
and gonna play game.
nice man.
And it's
Okay,
funny too because like the one guy he would trash talk the most was Triple H, and now that he's back, Triple H is his boss. And Triple H is the guy who actually reached out. I think Triple H is the guy who reached out to him, or maybe he reached out first. But either way, they talked about it. So after the pay-per-view, they have a press conference, and they talked about it in the press conference. Triple H comes out and he goes over like the business side of like how the show did and that type of stuff, and obviously all the reporters asked about CM Punk, but yeah, he said they're good. They talked things through, so people grow, people change.
facts, man. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Pretty freaking crazy. So I didn't get a chance to watch The Undertaker. So I'll do
That's fine.
that.
I didn't really expect you to. It's like I said, it's like 6 episodes long.
Yeah, but you said it's as good. I mean, you said it's up there with the Ric Flair documentary, right? The
Yeah.
35th. Okay, that's why I want to watch
I got a
it.
bias though. He's my favorite, so
Yeah. So I saw you texted me the title of that, so I'll look into that and see what makes the Undertaker so great. I personally, growing up, whenever wrestling came into my life, I think Undertaker was kind of like the grave digger of monster trucks. You know what I mean? He was like cool. He was creepy looking. Uh, you know, he had his big jacket. So he looked cool. He looked cool. So that's what I liked about him growing up. I was like, oh man, that guy looks cool and scary. That's
yeah.
about as far as I
He
got
stayed
with
in
it.
character too. That was the interesting part about him is he always stayed in character.
Yeah, he looks
That's
tall.
what made like the when the documentary got released. That's what made it such a big deal. Is that so? It's less about his entire career and it's more about the last couple of years of his career. But yeah, part of that is him allowing himself to like do interviews now that he's basically retired.
So when
Because previously he wouldn't do that, and if he did do an interview, he would be in character, which would be kind of strange.
when did that documentary get filmed?
It got filmed over the course of a few years. I want to say like 2014 to 2020,
Whoa.
2015 to 2020,
Wow.
something like that.
Okay.
His last match was the WrestleMania during at like peak COVID when they had no audience. So yeah,
Hmm.
and it was an interesting match. Maybe we'll talk about it one day, but it was not a traditional in the ring wrestling match.
Hmm. So what all do we have this week lined up to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
What can I expect? Like, I know you said that there's a lot of fights that lead up to WrestleMania. or matches, I should say, not fights. What's the one, like the first one coming up that I need to focus on now that I am a paying Peacock customer? You know what I
The
mean?
Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble, man. I think
Okay.
it's usually at the end of January. I'm gonna look up when it is.
Royal Rumble. Okay.
So that officially kicks off. It's Saturday, January 27th.
Saturday, January 27th. I won't be here. I won't be home. I'll be in Chicago.
Well, are there TVs in Chicago?
You know, Dylan, to be honest with you, I don't know. I think it's going to be cold there. So I don't know if there's going to be TVs there, you know. We're going to
Oh,
bury my cousin. So, yeah.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Holly's like, "Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. My cousin's time's coming soon." It's like, "Jesus, Holly, I got to meet with them tonight." I'm kidding, man. No, so he passed away last year, man, December of last year. So he was cremated, and now they're gonna finally bury him with his mom. So yeah, but we probably won't be in the hotel. We'll probably be sightseeing because it's Holly's first time being in Chicago. So
I don't know. Chicago's an awesome city.
well, so I've been twice. Yeah, I've been twice. I didn't really do much. I mean, I went to the Navy Pier thing, and then we did like pizza, did Chicago style dog. So my aunt's husband, he's from Chicago. When I did all this stuff, I was younger, so it'll be like a new experience for me, anyways. When's the last time you've been?
It was a while ago.
Nesto,
now.
what up, man?
We
I
went
see you,
there
bro.
for
I don't know
concert
anything
at
about
House of
wrestling.
Blues. Instead of, well, I mean, get the Chicago dogs and the pizza and whatnot, but Al's #1 Italian beef. That's what you got to get.
Okay, Al's #1 Italian beef.
Yep.
Holly, Al's #1 Italian beef. That's what we got to get, Dylan said. Al's #1 Italian beef. A-L. Apostrophe S. Number sign. The number 1. ITALIAN. What's in my pants? No, calm down. That's your cut. That's disgusting. I'm sick. Your cousin's literally right here on Discord. Oh, Jesus. Dylan, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't. Oh, I'm sick.
Absolutely shameful.
I'm sick, dude. I'm sick.
Keep acting up. We'll see what happens at the wedding.
Oh. So what do you we have to get there early, huh? You have to get there when we get there, right? Sounds like.
I do?
Yep. 285 Jamie, thank you for the like. Jeremy, thank you for the like. That's just what I was.
Are you paying?
No, actually.
Do I get like the driver service and the first class tickets like you said you got, Josh?
So here's what happened. I mean, since I had to pay for Peacock out of my pocket, I'm like, I'm sure Dylan can, fork over some money to get there early and take some vacay days. We got to practice. I don't want you to stutter. It's got to be perfect, Dylan. You only get one shot at this, And for those of you guys that are tuning in, Dylan, do you want to introduce yourself? I guess now's a good time, right? We've only been talking for 20 minutes.
I'm Dylan, and I'm the guy who talks about wrestling when he gets drunk, and that's why I'm here. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. I love it, man. Nesto, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate you, man. So Dylan is actually going to officiate Holly and I's wedding. So I'm telling him that he needs to Yeah, Holly said he is. So we're asking Dylan. So the wedding is February 22nd. We're asking him to get there on February 3rd, just so he gets acclimated to the culture. All right, and I want you, so here's what we want from you, Dylan. We want it in English and we want it in Spanish. So, yeah, that's what we want from you. And we want you to wear a Speedo and nothing else. So it's almost like you're going to be in the wrestling ring, but you're on a beach. So yeah, there's that. You don't have to wear knee pads.
Bash at the beach. There we go.
It's like
I'll
you
bring the
figured
steel
it out.
chairs. If anybody acts up, anybody stands up and protests of the marriage, I'll just hit them over the head and move on with the ceremony, you know?
I'm telling you. Yo, Dredd, you're invited, of course, man. Come on, baby. February 22nd,
I think,
Cancun, Mexico,
I think we already
man.
have our travel plans lined up. I think we're getting there like 2 days before.
I see you'll
3
be
days
there on like
before,
what,
maybe?
Tuesday or Monday?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get in Sunday, and then probably Wednesday we'll go through and walk and check everything out just to make sure everything's right. And I'm sure you and I and Holly will meet to kind of just go over everything. You know, just we want it short and sweet, man. You know, like there's been weddings
my
to where,
specialty.
yeah, there's been weddings that I've been to that have taken like an hour long, and it's completely unnecessary. Look, we've been together for 6 years. You know, I mean, we're pretty much practically married, right?
Not yet.
I mean, we are. I mean, technically. Well,
I get what
actually,
you're saying, yeah.
we're getting our wedding license this week. Crazy, man. So,
Oh yeah, so right. So
why can't
that
you
was
go to
one of the things I was
Mexico?
gonna ask. Like that's how you're doing it, right? It's like legally it's happening stateside, but this in Mexico it's just a ceremony.
So, we don't know yet. Holly, we're getting the marriage license here, but are we signing it here? Or are we going to do it with Dylan? We want to do it on the exact day. Yeah, so you might have to lie.
I know there's there's complications in doing that. I know, which is one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I don't know. I can't remember specifically what they are, and I don't know. I think if I'd have to look into it, but I know that like if you actually get married in Mexico,
Mm.
you have to be there like a week in advance or something like that, and then there's like stuff you have to do to like transfer the documents back into the United States. But yeah,
Okay. Well, so I'm actually a part of the Mexican cartel. I forgot to mention that. So that's
cool.
we can
So
actually show up the same day if we really wanted to, but we enjoy Mexico's beach, so we'll get there.
I don't think it's a Mexico thing. I think it's a U.S. thing. So
Well, the cartel's connected to the president, which I'm actually a part of the Biden family that I didn't want to go out here in public and say, but there's that now. So
were you the guy with the crack pipe?
honestly, that's not me. That's not me. That's oh my gosh. Yo, I got you, Dredd. I'll ask her and I'll send it to you, brother. Oh man, he said I can't go to Mexico. So no, just kidding. But yeah, you're right though. I think it's like 72 hours you have to be there before. And if we wanted to do it in Mexico, I think we even had to go as far as give our blood, like get blood work done or something. There's a lot of
I know there's a bunch of weird stuff
Yeah.
that you got to do in order to do in Mexico, but
yeah. So
I mean, we can talk about that later though.
for sure. But no, thank you for doing that, man. Appreciate you officiating the wedding. I know you're nervous. I'm nervous.
Not
you're,
really.
You're probably more nervous, but that's all right.
Like with you up there, I know I'm not, gonna be I'm not gonna be the cause of any sort of embarrassment or anything
Bro,
like
I
that. so-
swear to God, I don't think in any wedding ceremony there's been a groom that has DDT'd the officiant, and I will do that. I mean, don't
will?
think I won't armbar you
you'll
in
try.
the middle. I mean, we're gonna get Mexican security's gonna get involved. You're gonna get escorted away in the ambulancia. Okay, you're gonna be taken to the hospitalia. Okay, I'm gonna be there wondering how I'm gonna get married now because my officiant's got a broken arm, bloody, and
Yeah.
here I am just in all smiles and ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for coming. I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm gonna have to
Just
get on
working yourself into a shoot, man.
Gonna have to get on the horn with Vinny, see if Vin Dog can come through and, fly to Mexico for a brief officiant and then jet out of there. No pun intended. I mean, I don't know, dude. You know, it's just not a good look for you by any means. You know.
Hey, as long as I'm looking better than you, that's all I gotta say.
Well, when I'm done, Dylan, because I'm gonna beat you in Philly. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat you in Mexico on the beach in Mexico. I just.
Well, I mean, Mexico is gonna happen before Philly, so
Yeah, that's what I'm
get
saying.
your timelines right. One thing.
Well, I'm naming off. I'm thinking in my head all the things that are gonna happen, you know. And then Minnesota in July, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know how many ass whoopings you're gonna have to take in the ring. You're not gonna be in the ring. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm coming for you. But I've actually been lifting weights. I've been running 30 miles a morning, every morning. 30 miles every morning for do like 5-minute miles, so it doesn't take very long, about 2.5 hours.
It's crazy because I never would have guessed you were doing that.
What? You probably obviously can't see how skinny I look now, how buff and muscular I look. You know, camera angles get me a little weird here.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, the angle of the camera is so high up, and it just you can't tell.
But I heard that angle is supposed to be like the good angle. Like that's supposed to be the one that makes you look better. So it's impressive you're kind of beating that. Like you're the exception to that rule.
You know, it must be the lighting. That's what it is. You know, it must be the
lighting. Yeah.
Oh,
you know, that's another crazy thing. Like, you know, a well-lit room, you know, you generally see a lot more. So
yo, Raven,
it's pretty
what
dark
up?
where you're at. So
is it dark?
I mean, you're beating that as well. I mean,
I don't think it's dark.
You're just like
man.
impervious to these camera tricks.
I'm just honestly, Dylan, you learn a thing or two when you got Vince McMahon in your corner. You know, it's
I don't think those are things you want to learn, but
I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna carry wrestling, and I'm gonna make it the next great sport in America. So that's what I'm working on right now. Oh, Vinny Boy and I and Triple H have a couple of.
I mean, Vince is pretty much gone, so
that's why I brought up Triple H. Talking to you. Yeah, I brought up Triple H too. I don't know if you heard that. So we got some things in the corner, Dill. I'm gonna start calling you Dill from here on out. Yeah, we got. Wow. He got some things working out, Dill. You know, I mean, I don't want to share. I don't want to share too much information. Let's just say, wrestling's gonna change for the better.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I know it is because I'm working on it. Of course, it's gonna be great, Dylan. You know.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry if I can't, you know, accurately portray my excitement with this news, but I don't know. It's there's just something in the back of my mind that's telling me that wrestling might not be here forever, you know, and we really got to cherish the times that we have with it now when it's good, because it's not always going to be good. People can come in, talk about how wrestling's fake and all this stuff, and just kind of ruin everything.
And that's what I'm gonna heighten. I'm gonna heighten the experience for the fans. Let them know it's fake, but I'm gonna show them the reality behind the scenes of wrestling. So it's almost gonna be like a MTV Cribs, but the locker room edition and the gym edition, showing how these wrestlers prepare for their fake matches. See?
I mean, that's just a documentary.
Well, it's called a docu-series, Dylan. We're gonna have seasons.
There's hundreds of those.
None like mine.
They actually did a. It was like a reality competition show called Tough Enough, and it was the actual award if you made it through like the series was a WWE contract, and a couple of them actually went on to be pretty decent. But it was like them going through wrestling training.
Like American Idol.
Each week somebody gets eliminated, and then yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, they do something like that for UFC too, right? I forget what the UFC.
Yeah, it was that was like Ultimate Fighter or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. Okay. And so people actually did this and got $1 million contracts and fought and actually made a name of themselves.
A couple of them went on to do pretty well. Quite a few of them actually.
So
but yeah, I mean, it was a legitimate thing real contract at the end and all that stuff.
Can I watch Tough Enough on Peacock?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Let's see. It's been a while since it's been a thing. Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
6 seasons of it.
Heck yeah,
Nice.
man. All right. I'll watch that. And there was something else I was gonna ask you. Oh, when does that movie come out about the van?
I was just gonna say we were talking about other things, but it comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm fucking excited.
Are you gonna go see it
I've
tomorrow?
heard really good things. I think it's coming out on HBO Max.
No shot,
I'm just
really?
watching at home. I think.
What's it? It's called the Van Winklers or something. What's it called?
What? It's called The Iron Claw.
Same
What do you
thing.
mean the Van Winklers?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, what's the Van Winklers?
I don't know, Dylan. Dang it. What are their last names?
Von Erichs.
Van Winkler, Von Erich, same thing, man.
I don't think so.
It just says it's coming out on the 22nd.
Oh yeah, I guess it is the 22nd.
So it's gonna be in theaters, not. I don't think you can watch it on.
I thought I read it was gonna be released on HBO Max, but
Let me see.
if not, I'm going to the theaters anyway.
More
I don't mind going to theaters. I used to work at the theater here in Duluth, so every once in a while, if the manager
Oh, you're
that was
right.
there when I worked there. HBO Max?
Hold on, I just saw something. Said thanks to. It will not be available extreme. Thanks to a new exclusive multi-year pay one output agreement with HBO and Max, the Iron Claw will arrive at the streaming platform in early 2024.
Oh.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to wait then.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait.
Or your local theaters. They're dying.
All right.
I used to love going to movies, but ever since COVID, I just never. Also, there hasn't really been any good movies released in a while, I feel like.
I heard Willy Wonka was good.
I didn't even know a Willy Wonka movie came out.
Yeah, it's a new one with Timothy Chalamet, whatever that dude's name is. But Iron Claw, we got to put on my to-do list. So it'll be out Friday. Check that out. So we got Iron Claw, Tough Enough, and then I'll get that Undertaker. That's cool that they shot the Undertaker over the course of 6 years. That's insane.
Yeah, and they go over his career a bit, like over like, you know, it's 6-hour-long episodes. They go over like his entire career a decent amount, but it's mainly about his last few years because they were pretty tumultuous, I guess you could say. It's hard to watch at times, but he finally got what he was looking for. And was able to retire.
Tough, like Mankind tough or Andre the Giant tough?
Like no, like things that make you cringe tough.
I guess I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Well, it was, you know, he still had the entrance and everything. He still had the aura about him. But when it came time to like actually have a wrestling match, a lot of the times it was just really bad. Because he's just old.
Yeah.
He's just getting too old and he couldn't do what he wanted to do. Like his body physically couldn't do what he wanted to go out there and do. So it was kind of tough to watch, and there's a couple close calls too. Like there was a showdown in Saudi Arabia where like Goldberg could have killed him.
Jesus.
Basically just dropped him right on his head.
And Undertaker's got to be in his 70s, right?
No, he's I think he's in his 50s.
No way. You're kidding me. Are we talking about the same guy? He look
Maybe 60s.
he looks old. Let's see. Undertaker age.
Yeah, he's 58.
He looks so old, man.
Well,
Jeez.
rough life. He's got a
Hulk.
podcast now. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but
That's what's crazy is Vince McMahon and the Hulk are almost the same age. Hmm.
yeah, Vince he's kind of disappeared. It's kind of been nice, to be honest. The last time he made an appearance, he had this really creepy mustache that he was rocking. It did not look good.
Oh man. Yeah, we should talk about that. The whole ups and downs of Vince McMahon. But you said he doesn't really do any interviews, right? Very rarely does he do an interview.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's a lot of people talking about him, but there's not a lot of information that's like coming directly from him. A lot of people talking about what they think was going through his head, but he doesn't do anything that's like, he doesn't talk about himself like at all. It'll be interesting to see if maybe behind the scenes if there's like a book being written or somebody documenting his life before he dies.
Hmm.
Because he would have a lot of stories to tell.
His dad's the founder.
Uh, I I think so. I think his dad founded that territory. I don't ever remember hearing about him like buying it from somebody else, but yeah, the WWF back then was mainly like the East Coast territory, like New York and that area. So it was one of the more powerful ones. And then when his dad retired, Vince bought it from him for like $2 million or something like that.
Wow.
He promised, so like the entire territory system of wrestling back then was all like handshake deals. There was nothing like formally written on paper or anything. And when Vince bought the company from his dad, he promised him that he would like play along with the NWA and not mess with the territories and the sort of the respect that they had for each other. And then he just went and immediately bought everybody out and went national.
Yeah, so I just looked it up. He's worth $2.6 billion. Holy crap, man! Is that
Yep.
all from wrestling, or did his family do
Yeah.
something before?
No, that's his entire life. When he bought the company, that was everything that he had. Like he almost bankrupted himself to buy the company from his dad. And then he almost bankrupted himself again to put on the first WrestleMania. And it's all like these massive bets that just paid off.
And his daughter Stephanie McMahon,
Yep, that's
and
Triple H's wife.
Triple H's wife. Okay. And so they've been married for 20 years. Holy crap. Hmm.
That relationship, I mean, that Triple H has an interesting career as well, but that relationship started as a on-screen relationship. It was very strange because Triple H back then was a pretty uh, despicable heel, I guess you could say. And there might have been a segment where he drugged Stephanie McMahon and drove her to Vegas and married her in an Elvis chapel while she was unconscious.
What? Is that real? Or is that for show?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was for the show, but like that storyline actually happened, and then I don't know, just through working together, they kind of fell for each other, I guess.
That's funny, man. Ali said, "You heard last news about Elon Musk. First, thank you for being over there on YouTube, man. I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything about Elon Musk?" No?
Nothing that stands out outside of like his. I'm sure I've seen like 5 articles about him running his mouth on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
Seems to make a dumb tweet every like 3 or 4 days. Causes some news.
Art said it got married. Yeah, so that looks like that. I don't. So Art, I'm new to the wrestling world. This is my fiance's cousin Dylan, right here. And he's pretty much, we do this every Wednesday or try to. Dylan sometimes bails on me, but we're not going to talk about
Are
that.
you kidding me?
Hey, whoa.
If anything, we're even.
We don't
I
talk
was
about the
sitting
past.
there waiting.
You know what I mean? We don't talk about
Well, stop talking about it then.
Okay, yeah. So Dylan bailed on me last week, but usually we do this
What
with
the hell?
Well, easy, man, easy. But thank you for being here, Art. He says that's when they started dating. I'm a big fan of wrestling. Okay, Art. Well, if you have any questions, man, or if you have anything to share, let us know. Right now, we're talking about the Undertaker's documentary that I'm gonna watch. I just recently signed up to Peacock and spent a bunch of money thanks to this guy next to me. Appreciate him making me fork over a bunch of money to, stream wrestling and whatnot.
Hey, you can take my cut out of the bump in views we get when we do this.
Thank you. We're actually going to Philadelphia, Art, to go to. Is it WrestleMania 26?
No, it's
27.
30s.
Oh, 30s. Okay. Yo, Gina, thank you for liking the stream. Art, thank you for liking the stream.
Stopped putting a number behind it.
Uh-huh.
They might start doing it again now that Vince is out, but it's actually WrestleMania 40.
Holy crap! Okay. So yeah, we'll be 39. Art said 39, 40. It'll be in April, so we're gonna go to Philadelphia. First time going to Philly. Go check that out. That'll probably be our second fight, Dylan and I's. I'm gonna wrestle him in the streets and shove a Philly cheesesteak down his throat. And yeah.
I ain't aiming for your throat. I'm just gonna clear that up right now.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Dylan?
You'll just have to wait and find out.
So are you?
They're nice and long and a little bit thinner, so use your imagination.
Nice and long and a little bit thinner? Are you talking about a hot dog?
No, I'm saying the sandwich.
Oh.
It's not like a square sandwich. It's kind of tube shaped.
Like a Subway sandwich?
Yeah. So it can be put in places.
I don't know.
To truly express your dominance over somebody.
I'm drawing a blank here. Man.
Well, you'll have to wait till April.
Yo, looks like we got a financial supporter in stream, Dylan. We got 200 stars sent from, it looks like Holly. Holly with the 200 stars. Let's go. Holly says, I heard Philly people don't put onions or peppers on their Philly cheesesteak, just meat and cheese. And serve it.
I don't know about that, but also Philly people, they're barely people. Let's be honest.
Wow. Oh, welcome to the stream, all you Philly people. Welcome in. Jesus.
Hey, from Minnesota. We don't have a good relationship with Philadelphia.
No, we don't either. I think that's Holly. Holly's acting like the Philly people. She has a very bland palate. This girl doesn't eat anything but just the most plain stuff. Doesn't make sense, man. Must be a Birch thing, if you ask me.
What is that supposed to be?
I don't know, man.
You don't like sarmas and some Kufas and Gras?
I like the Holy Trinity. Is that what you guys call it?
The Holy Trinity?
SLP or SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. Serbian magic.
The Holy Trinity's not salt, pepper, garlic. It's onions, peppers, and garlic.
Serbian magic. Holly,
I mean, that's a general rule for cooking, I would think.
no, it's just Serbians. Serbians only do that.
We don't use peppers a lot in Serbian food.
I
For
got
us, we cut the peppers out and we just double up on the garlic and onions.
I actually have someone that identifies as a Serbian in chat. Looks like Holly. Calling it Serbian magic. I don't know. Are you Serbian, Dylan? Because I got a true Serbian in
Yeah.
chat right now. Oh, you're Serbian. Imagine that. You're Serbian. Wow. She's Serbian. You're Serbian. That's crazy.
Crazy how that worked out, isn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Pretty insane.
Have you ever had a sarma?
Yes, at Grandpa Joe's funeral. Yep.
Sarmas were the worst food when I was a kid, but then something happened, and they're like my favorite food now.
Yeah, you're
I
Serbian.
don't eat them
kicked
too
in.
much because it's not like you can go to the grocery store and buy them, and they take like all day to make, and they stink up your house whenever you make them. But they're the best.
What I want to do next time we're in town is use that grill, that big rotisserie thing. That's what what's it called?
I mean, it's just a barbecue spit, basically.
Spit. Okay, yeah, that's right, spit. She said,
Yeah, we did that. We did that a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was like the year COVID happened, before it got all crazy.
I think
But yeah,
Matt.
it's good. You get, just buy a huge hunk of meat, put it on the spit, and then it's basically like a fire, except there's no flame. Everybody just kind of sits around and drinks while the meat cooks, and it takes about 4 to 6 hours for it to cook. So it's a little party before you have dinner. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think was it Matt or RJ that recently did it with Jeff up at the cabin, probably like 6 months ago, maybe.
Did we do it last summer? They might have, and I just might not have been there for that one.
Yeah. Holly
But
said,
also, you get like a bottle of brandy, and you bless the meat.
that's right.
You do that however many times you want until you can't do it anymore, basically.
Yeah. Funny thing is the brandy somehow ends up in my mouth, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's you gotta take a little sacrament.
Ollie said same. It was dog shit, and now I like them. It's the day I became an adult. Porchetta on the spit. Okay. Porchetta on the spit.
It's good. It's probably like porchetta and lamb is usually what we put on there.
Now don't give
a
me.
lot of people don't like lamb apparently, but
I was just about to say I don't like lamb. The only time I'll eat lamb is for Tall Timber Days at the Euro guy, that old man with I forget his name. That's the only time I'll ever eat lamb.
It's just got to be cooked right,
Yeah.
You're gonna get some gristle, but you just gotta accept that.
Holly said, "Ask him about plum brandy."
Oh man. So there's, oh my God, what's it called? Leovitz.
Yo, JP, what up? Leovitz?
I think we've had it before.
Me and
when you guys were up. It's like a clear glass bottle that's a circle. It's like a flat circle. But it tastes like gasoline going down, and it's the worst drink I've ever had in my entire life. They call it plum brandy, but there's no plum in that at all. Like, it's terrible.
It tastes like gasoline? God.
Yeah. It is bad.
Oh, man.
It's really bad.
She said she's had it. She doesn't think I have. Okay. Well, I know what I'll never drink is the plum brandy. I'm good on that.
There's also, I think it's Linkovic, I think is another plum brandy. That plum brandy is apparently really popular over in like Yugoslavia, but yeah, they're all bad. I don't know why they call it plum because there's no plum flavor in that at all.
Oh, man. You have to. It's a Serbian thing? Yeah, I'm definitely not Thank goodness I'm
is.
American. You know what I mean?
It is a Serbian thing, and you're marrying into a Serbian family, so you're gonna have to adhere to our customs.
It's okay.
You
I'm
know?
gonna have to. What do I not like? What are? Give me the top 10 things that make Serbians Serbians. Let's hear it.
Well, we're from Serbia. I don't know. It's
Holy
it's just a
jacket.
region in Europe,
There's
basically.
there's a delay on stream, and after a couple seconds after you say here, Holly just bust out. No, I didn't tell him. So Holly said we're going on a cruise in 2025. I don't know much details about that. Holly, what's the cruise about?
Is it the wrestling cruise?
Is there
Tell me it's the wrestling cruise.
Is there a wrestling cruise?
Yes, there's a wrestling cruise, and I think there's also rock concerts on that cruise as well.
You know what it is? We're going to we're going to your homeland. We're gonna go to Serbia in 2025.
Really?
We're gonna go to Italy, Greece, Croatia, Montenegro.
Wow.
You coming?
I'd like to. 2025. So I can't even like comprehend what I'm doing that far out. I'd like to go.
Well, the reason why we're saying is because I know it's not going to be cheap. It'll probably be like 5,000 a person, you know. So
it's nothing.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know, no big deal. No.
I got Peacock Premium, okay? I'm kind of hot.
Whoa, Peacock Premium? I couldn't justify spending the extra $6, dude. So,
hey man,
hey,
I can't stand those commercials.
Mm.
Those 2-minute commercials are about $1,000 of my of value, and when it comes to time wasted on my end.
Yo, Birds, what up, man? So here's the deal. I literally sign up and pay for the. So it was either you pay per month is like $5.99 or $11.99. I chose the $5.99 option, or you can pay for the whole year up front, and you get a discount. So instead of it being like what $73, it was $60. Paid for it, only to find out when I go to log in on the Peacock app, I'm already logged in under my parents. So my parents had Peacock, so I pretty much just threw away $60 for no reason. I wanted you to
You're being you know, what do they call it? I don't even know what it's called. That's bad reflection.
An idiot?
You're being
an idiot?
You're being moral? Like you have good morals. You're not cheating the company. Such a strange concept to me. I can't even place what the word is.
It's not. Yeah, morals are ethical, right?
Yeah, ethical. Yeah. That's the word. Yeah. What is that, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it though. I want to call the customer service complaint. Like, I didn't realize I already had the service.
I was already stealing this from my parents. Can you cancel my account?
Oh man. Oh man.
That cruise would be fun though, but where do you cruise to? Like, it's all just in the Mediterranean Sea?
Holly, are you still in chat? Dylan's asking about where all do you cruise to? Will you send him the information? She'll send you the information. Yeah, man, it'll probably be like a 7 or 10 day cruise. I would assume we'll probably fly out of New York, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's gonna cost a lot of money. That's what I know.
It would be fun.
It would be fun.
I'd be down to go. Like totally. Just the idea of, I mean, that's like more than a year away, and that's hard for me to comprehend. So I bought Metallica tickets like 2.5 years before the concert. It hasn't even happened yet. It's happening in August 2024. And I bought them like 2 years ago. and I feel like it isn't even like a thing. Like
Yeah.
I've been sitting on these tickets for like 2.5 years waiting for the concert, and it's like, why the hell did I buy them so early?
That's funny, man. So Holly said 7 to 10 days. Multiple cruise brands have different stops. I already put the word in his parents' ear about it. Yo, Ron, what up, man? Thank you for liking the stream, bro.
Italy?
Yeah, we'll go to Italy, Greece, Croatia, Montenegro. Yo, man, appreciate you stopping by, brother. Have a good dinner, bro. Thank you.
Israel, see what's going on over there. Maybe get some adrenaline going in our system.
I'm about it. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't fear for our lives a little bit in the middle of a war zone.
Yeah, nothing better than that, right? It'll be the bomb. You're too.
Actually, I was seeing somebody a few years back, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go visit my grandpa. Is that all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool," because we were kind of driving around together, and on the way there, she was like, "Wait a second, you're Serbian, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, it's probably best you don't come." And I was like, "What? Why?" Like, well, he's Croatian. And apparently, Croatia and Serbia, like, still to this day, just hate each other.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Would he have been able to tell that you're Serbian by looking at you? Do Serbians have a certain look?
I mean, I would have told him. You know, he's an old guy. I would have stared him down and been like, "Yeah, I'm Serbian. Deal with it, old man.
I'm Serbian.
We're living in the past."
I'm Serbian. Give me a drink.
Yeah. Well, give me some Slivovitz now.
Oh man, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that at all.
I didn't either. That was the first time I've ever heard of it. But
and so that's what cost y'all's your relationship. She said I can't do it.
no, it wasn't that. Actually, I'm pretty sure we're actually Yugoslavian, but Yugoslavia is not a thing anymore. I think it was between Montenegro and Croatia is where Yugoslavia was. But my geography's terrible. I can't say for certain.
So since I'm marrying a Serbian, does that make me Serbian, kinda? Yeah, might as well. I'm gonna start telling people I'm Serbian now. Yeah.
I don't think it works that way.
We can make it
Jewish.
Work. We can make it that way.
What are you?
American.
Jesus. You are from Texas.
American. I'm clipping that. She chose her grandpa over Dylan. Yeah, I'm sick, dude. I'm sick. Holly, that's what, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that happened. I tell you what. But no, I'm Irish and German. And
I feel like there's a lot of Irish German
and Cherokee Indian. So, don't mess with me. Pretty much what we're getting at over here.
Well, I'm mostly Serbian and Finnish, so don't mess with me.
Finnish, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Holly's mostly, she's Serbian, but mostly attitude-ish. So it's
Whoa. We gotta make it to Mexico. Come on.
Hey, it's been 6 years, man. I'm allowed to say that. Our grandma was German and Joe was Slavic, so we love to fight. That's where it stems from. Oh man, I tell you what. I tell you what, man. It's always fun because Holly does not back down. I tell you.
Yeah, that's true. So, Are you having steel chairs at the wedding, or like what's the seating situation?
We can't afford chairs, so it's actually just going to be people standing on the beach.
Oh,
All are welcome.
do I still have like the power to be like, you may now sit, and then they have to sit
Yes,
in
yes,
the sand?
yes, yes, you can.
About when I did Matt's wedding, I had to seriously resist because like they had like benches and it was like kind of in the woods outside of this barn, and so like the wedding procession comes down and everybody and everything, and the bride comes up, and then that's where I say like, everybody, you may be seated or whatever. And I had to resist the urge so bad to be like, all right, everybody, you may be seated. Everybody, please stand. All right, you may be seated again.
You can definitely do that at our wedding. Holly's asking, have you done the Minnesota State Fair?
A long time ago. I've accidentally showed up there a couple times, but I never really went in. That's one of the things where it's super busy and touristy, and it happens most of the time when it's happening. It's like 90 degrees and 80% humidity, so walking around all day outside is not all that much enjoyable. But every once in a while they'll have like a good concert going on there, and I'd go to the state fair for that.
We're going this coming year, she says.
It's I don't know if it still holds this title, but it's the state fair with the most food on a stick.
Hmm.
You can get spaghetti on a stick.
How does that happen? What?
They stab a meatball and then they wrap the noodles around the meatball.
I'm excited for the cheese curds. But I don't know if that'd be good.
It's funny that people come to Minnesota for the cheese curds when Wisconsin is who's actually known for the cheese curds.
Yeah, that is weird. But I don't know if that'll be good because you're describing pretty much like the Texas State Fair, man. You want to go early in the morning or at night when it's cooled down. There's people that go during the day and it's like literally you're sweating balls. It's so hot. You're uncomfortable. Not even a beer's good. It sucks. It's awful.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly, it just seems like the state fair always lands on one of those weekends where it's like blistering hot, but then again, I don't really pay attention to it, so maybe it sticks out to me that way because that's the only time I hear about it. So either way, it's worth going to for sure. You guys won't have a bad time. Okay. Just got to manage the heat if it's too hot. Although that's coming from a Minnesotan, so you guys might come up here and be like, you guys are out of your minds. It's only 80 degrees.
I'll tell you what, there's been a few times where we've been on the lake and it's been as hot as Texas just because you feel closer to the sun. You guys are closer to the sun, I feel like. But yeah, man. We love it. It's always a good time in Minnesota, dude. We'll have to get together, do our tall timber days. Hopefully hang out more than just once for our 2-week visit,
Well, you guys are up here for 2 weeks. You ever come down to Duluth? Like, why do I got to be the one making all the travels?
No.
You guys are already doing the travels.
Pardon us,
extend it a little bit.
I'm sorry. How rude of us to drive 18 hours and think that we want you to drive 45 minutes to us, an hour to us. I apologize. Yeah. My fault.
That's
how rude.
Ridiculous.
See how
ridiculous.
Un-Serbian of me. That's not the Serbian mentality. I apologize.
Also, I was up there for like 2 nights last time. Okay.
You are a gentleman and a scholar. I tell you what, dude.
Do you know how much sacrifices I made to make that happen?
Oh man. Holly says
my drive is a little over an hour long.
It's tough. I don't know how you do it. I'm
telling you, man.
Mike wants sarma on a stick. We were in Duluth last year. Remember, you almost shit your pants. Who, me or Dylan? Oh, it was definitely me. I remember. We couldn't find a place to stop, because there's nothing but trees from Duluth to
What do
the.
you mean? That's the perfect place to stop.
What do I look like, a bear? I mean, don't answer that question, all right? I may be built like a bear, all right?
I can think of many contexts in which you look like a bear.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I got you. I got you there. Right before we got on Queen Vista. Oh yeah. So
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys went and did the Vista cruise thing.
I love, out of the whole Minnesota trip, that's what you remember, is me literally my pants. I had to run.
Well, I don't, or are you talking to Holly? I mean, that's a memorable moment. Like, are you kidding me?
Well,
If I shit myself in Mexico, I'm gonna forget that you guys got married there.
She said, "I think you shit in Dylan's office building."
I did Blacklist Brewery.
I went to a building where you can go in multiple ways, right? And
Was it Blacklist Brewery?
Well, there was like shops.
Okay.
There was like shops there.
It was my old office building. It sounds like.
Oh, okay. Yep. So that's where I went, man. Went and handled business. After I got done, I came out and there's people in hazmat suits instructing people to leave. I left my mark in Minnesota, Dylan. That's what I did there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's the golden giggles is what I call it. The Mick Golden Giggles. What happened?
You should probably call it the brown giggles.
It was definitely brown, but then again, I had some little walleyes floating in the seat in the water, and walleye and McGolden, man. That's what we're looking for this coming year.
Well, this ain't McGolden, but I did just buy 36 pints of McGolden.
Oh,
in the fridge.
I'm jealous, man. I'm freaking jealous. Holly said we got the best drink. What drink are you talking about? I forget. What drink did we get? I don't remember. Yeah, man. I literally, I wish things would have worked out with Holly and her employer, because I absolutely love it up there. I don't know about, during the winter months, I enjoyed my time there because we were there for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I don't know if after living there for 2 or 3 years how I feel about it, but we look forward to it every year, man.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh,
it's crazy this year. It's supposed to be like 45 degrees on Christmas this year.
There's no snow, right? Or hardly any snow?
It's just barely any on the ground. It's kind of crazy. It's nice though because, like I said, last year we broke the record for largest amount of snowfall.
That's weird.
So it's a nice little break.
What's it called? From the store, we got the best drink. So across, like around the corner by the clothing store, there's like a little CBD shop, and they get their stuff from Austin, Minnesota. Only the great things come from Austin. Imagine Austin, Minnesota is where the farm is, and it's like a little soda pop, dude. But it's got like CBD THC combo, and man, it's nice. We still have some stuff from there. We bought a bunch of stuff and brought it back, but that's what.
Was it from one of the one of the breweries?
No, it's an actual store. So they can't sell weed right now because it's not legal, but it's like a CBD store right over by where that Mexican restaurant is in your office. Yeah.
I've never been there, but yeah. But a lot of the breweries up here make THC drinks. Those are mainly the ones I get.
No, it was made.
I guess if it's from Austin, then yeah, I'm not familiar with it. Then
she said it was made at a brewery. She said, okay, so then yeah, we got that.
I don't know any breweries in Austin, Minnesota.
Paddle something.
Oh, Bent Paddle. That's not from Austin. Or they probably source their THC from Austin.
Yeah.
Bent Paddle is like right in West Duluth. But yeah, they're really good stuff.
Yeah, man. Yo, Mosh, thank you for the double like. Yeah, we drink it and it tastes like a weed soda. You know what I mean? But you drink that, and I swear you relax, and I get the best sleep either on edibles or that pop. When we go back, we'll probably buy like a 60-pack You know, I'm gonna start smuggling. You would think I own a brewery with the amount of cans we're bringing back. But we got these little sugar cube things there. They won't ship it down here, only the other brands. That one was the best. She's not wrong, man. It was hard to get down because it's got like the bubblies, like the carbonation, and it's got the taste of like weed water. But it was good, pretty good.
So our office we share the main, like the street level floor with Blacklist Brewery, which is like right on Superior Street down in Duluth. And they make their own THC drinks, and their whole entire, like their brewing vats and everything are in the basement of that building. And we went down, and because our company owns the building, so we technically they're like renting it from us. But they gave us like a tour of the brewery and everything of like what they had set up, and they were making a batch of one of their THC seltzers, and they just have a jug of pure THC that they dump in. It was like, so, like, what if you just like accidentally take a little sip of that? What would happen? The guy was like, yeah, you'd probably be high for at least a couple days.
Jesus, what's the most milligrams you've taken, and that's where you're like, okay, I did too much?
I think the most I've ever taken is at one time is probably just 10.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. Yeah. I didn't really start messing around with it until my mom got me into it.
When she was doing the healthy honeys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I helped them move. Or actually, it was the Delta 8 gummies that Steve brought up.
Oh, man. Yeah, and those are dangerous.
He gave some to my mom, and then I helped my mom and dad move some stuff into the house when they were moving in. And my mom was like, I know you have a bad back. Here's a gummy. It's Delta 8. It's a new thing. It'll help. Take it when you get home. And I was like, okay, cool. I thought it was like a CBD thing that doesn't have any effect on you. And I get home and I take it, and then I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, wait a second. I'm high as shit.
Oh, I did that once, and Steve's like, yeah, it's not that bad. I take it. The next day, I couldn't even make eggs, dude. I like literally, I put the utensil down, and I walked back upstairs to Holly in our old house. I'm like, Holly, I can't cook. I'm just gonna lay down. Like, I was fried, literally. Like, so bad, man. So that's the last time I took Delta 8. Where Grandpa Joe kept a bowl of Snickers, Mike and Denise should leave a bowl of gummies. That's funny. Yo, James, what up, man?
Yeah, that'd be great for, Lila and Lanny to get into. Dress kids.
Imagine. Oh,
I might calm them down a little bit. Might help out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I actually smoked THC. I don't know. It's probably been since 2017, the new year in Colorado, with my friend Alan. We went up there, and good time, man, because it's legal there. So I didn't have to be paranoid or trip out. To where
it's about to be fully legal here
in Minnesota.
They're just I think they're just figuring out like how to tax it and how to regulate it and stuff, but it's pretty much already passed. They just gotta figure out how they're gonna enforce it, I guess.
So I might.
Because right now the like the hemp-derived THC is all legal here, but pretty soon it'll just be all legal.
Yeah, so I might have to retire the Golden and go to gummies. From Golden to gummies.
Hey man, if you're stuck in a state where it's not getting legalized, just vote for the dumbest politicians, because that's how we got ours passed.
Jeez.
It got passed on accident.
Oh my god.
The Republicans didn't know what they were voting on, and they voted to pass a bill, and then they realized after the fact that they legalized THC.
That's
absolutely hilarious.
That's funny. Oh man, I like it. I get the best sleep, like I said, on gummies, man. The best sleep.
Yeah, me too. When I choose to sleep at least. I have
Yeah.
a problem where like if I'm feeling a little out of it, I like to stay up for some reason. Like everybody always seems to get tired, but I don't know. I'll just like lay in bed and just think about things.
Yeah. Well, mine is just watching TV screen time, whether it's TV or the phone. Like that keeps me up. I mean, time passes so fast on the phone or on TV. It's nuts, man. But if I just lay there in the dark, I'm like, my mind's going a mile a minute. I can't just, mentally, it's like so fast paced. But obviously my body's not moving. It's nuts. So, and then like if I drink, I will like have the worst sleep the following 2 or 3 days. Like I just don't get a good night rest. It's nuts,
It just means you got to drink more. They always say alcoholics don't get hungover. So
man.
that's really my goal for 2024 is to get to that point.
Yeah,
That would just be fantastic.
you're gonna start 2024 drunk, and you're gonna ring in 2025. Like, wait, we're in 2025. What the? Oh,
And if that's the cure for hangovers, sign me up.
yeah. Oh, it's just getting past that first beer when you're hungover. The hair of the dog. You get done with that, you're good to go. Yeah. All right, man. So what's the deal with next week? Are you gonna be down for next week?
Yeah, should be good.
Okay. So 'cause we got Christmas Sunday. Then yeah, I mean I work, but I'll be fine. I'm working from home. I'm not doing anything crazy. But all right, I'll check out that Undertaker documentary. I'll check out Tough Enough, and then what else was I supposed to? There's something else we were talking about. Oh, the Iron Claw. That's right. Yeah. I'll take holiday to see that. And yeah, man, let's shoot for next Wednesday. Was it 6 p.m. works for you, or do you prefer 6:30?
I guess either one doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. All
Should
right.
be able to make it work.
All right, brother. Well, Dylan, I appreciate you as always, my man. You have a good night, and we'll catch you next Wednesday, my man. Have a Merry Christmas to everyone we said hi.
Yeah, will do. Merry Christmas to you guys as well.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Later, dude.
Talk to you later.
Chat, you guys have a good night. We'll holler at you. We'll see you guys next time.